Formal versus informal English. That is the topic of today, because everyone says that you should use informal language when you are talking to your dear ones, but you have to use formal language when you are in your office, you are presenting your presentation, you are in formal meeting. That is the conditioner where you are supposed to use your professional formal English. Everyone is saying this, so I thought that I will discuss some rules regarding formal and informal English, because it's compulsory to know what kind of things you have to take into consideration when you are maintaining your formal or informal English. After that, I will show you some of the examples with some sentences so that you have a clear-cut idea regarding the rules, principles, and also of examples. So without any further ado, let's get started this video. So we are going to compare both formal and informal English simultaneously so that you have a comparison, and this comparison will clear your mind from all doubts so that you can visualize and you can use formal and informal English correctly. So first of all, formal English. Formal English, you are supposed to write down full sentences. This is the first requirement of formal English, where if you are in a meeting, you are supposed to use the full sentence to clear or to convey your idea. In formal English, you are supposed to use short sentences, only short sentences. Incomplete sentences can be used in informal English, in informal setting, in basic English. Correct grammar and vocabulary. When you are writing or when you are speaking formal English, you are supposed to use correct grammar, correct vocabulary. You have this clear-cut idea in your mind that you have to suppose you are right or you have to use correct grammar, correct vocabulary. Whereas in informal English, there is no compulsory rule to use correct grammar or vocabulary. You are at this position relaxing. So no need to take into account or to take into consideration correct grammar or vocabulary. Number 3 rule. Formal English, formal setting, in formal meetings, you are supposed to use no contractions. Just say I would. But in formal situations, you are supposed to use different kind of contractions like RIP, but you are not supposed to use this RIP. Let me know in the comment section if you know what is this contraction, full sentence of this contraction. Next, no idiom. No idioms are used in formal English, but in formal English you are free to use idioms like on point. It means good. You can use any idiom in your informal conversation. Next point is passive voice. Formal letter or formal English always shows much emphasis, more emphasis on passive voice. For example, the application form is completed or the application form is complete. This is passive voice. Whereas in informal English, you are supposed to write down active voice. I completed the form. I completed the form. Next, no phrasal verb. No idioms, no phrasal verb is the requirement of formal English. Phrasal verbs, look into. You can use as many phrasal verbs as you can when you are maintaining informal English or informal conversation. Next, no abbreviation. No abbreviation, no idioms, no phrasal verbs in your formal conversation. Like to investigate, directly say to investigate. Don't say to pop into or to probe into, to look into. No, just say to investigate, to investigate. But informal, you can use abbreviations. ASAP, whereas in formal English you are not supposed to use abbreviations. You just have to say as soon as possible. Next, no exclamation mark, no It's not allowed, it's not compulsory to maintain exclamation mark, but you are free here to use as many exclamation marks as you can. Last, no imperative. No imperative. In formal or informal English, you are supposed to write down a sentence without imperative degree. For example, you may complete the form. You may complete the form. It's the formal expression, whereas it is used imperative. Complete the form first. Complete the form first. You have to use the verb first. These are some of the rules you have to look into account while you are maintaining your formal or informal English, informal or formal conversation. And I hope that these rules will help and these will assist you to speak in a clear and confident way, because when you know the rules, when you apply the rules, this will unconsciously boost up your confidence, your morale. Now we are moving towards the second part of the video, where we are going to discuss some of the examples with comparisons. These are the formal and these are the informal, so that you have a clear-cut idea how you can utilize all these examples with sentences. Now there is a drastic change between formal and informal conversation. How? We use dear, sir and madam, respected style, but in informal style we just say hello. Informal, and we say, I am writing to complain about an incident that happened in your restaurant while my family and I were enjoying our meal. This is a formal style, decent formal style. But in informal style, what you say? Let me tell you that what happened when I visited your restaurant last week. How authoritative it is. There is no sign of any softness. There is no sign of softness, sorry. I trust that you will investigate this matter and take necessary measures. Polite, mild way, respectable way, and the tone is also respectable. But in informal, you can see you need to look into this matter, do whatever is needed. How authoritative it is. Now, I am looking forward to hearing from you. This is respected formal style. And in informal style, please reply as soon as possible. So this is the style of writing formal and informal conversation. This is, you just have to need to take into consideration, to take into account what rules you have to follow while you are maintaining your formal education or formal conversation, what rules you have. Indeed, no rules to follow when you are in a conversation in informal setting, in informal conversation. Hope you have enjoyed and learnt a lot from this video. If you like this, so till the next video, stay happy, stay blessed. Thank you so much. Have a